Hello everyone. In this video, we will continue our discussion on Python variables and we will understand how to assign values to variables in a different manners. To understand this, let us again go to this VS Code. Here, the first approach is single assignment that we have already discussed. You can assign a value to the variable using the equal to operator, means x equal to 10. So here value 10 is assigned to the variable x and it is the single value. That's why it is known as the single assignment. Second approach is the multiple assignment. Here you can assign values to multiple variables in one line. That means if I want to assign value a equal to 1, b equal to 2, c equal to 3. So here you can see to assign values to these variables, we need to write the three different lines. In place of that, you can use the multiple assignment. Like this, you can write a, comma b, comma c equal to 1, comma 2, comma 3. So it is having the same meaning as the above lines, that is a equal to 1, b equal to 2 and c equal to 3. Now the next approach is you can also assign a single value to multiple variables. So suppose I want to assign value 100 to variable x, y and z. So we can write x equal to y equal to z equal to 100. So here you can use this different approach of the assignment based on your requirement. Now as you have observed till now, Python variables can hold different data types such as numeric data types, string data types, boolean data types and collection data types. So let us understand these data types in detail. So from these variable data types, the first one is numeric types. Numeric type data types means it can hold the numeric values and this data type being int, float and complex. So these are the inbuilt reserved keywords to represent the integer, float and complex values. Suppose I want to store integer value as the 10. So num equal to 10. Here Python consider it as the integer data type. If I am storing pi equal to 3.14, as this one is being the value in points, so Python consider it as float. Suppose we want to store the complex number, so let us give the variable name is complex underscore number equal to, if I am storing 2 plus 3j, so here Python consider it as the complex number. So these are the three different data types available in the Python for the numeric values. Now the second data type is string. So string is nothing but the sequence of characters enclosed in a quotes. It means if we want to store the name Python, so we need to write a name equal to within double quotes. So whatever the sequence of characters we want to store, we need to compulsory provide these values between the double quotes. It is the compulsory syntax to store the string type data. Third type is the boolean. So boolean simply represents the true or false. So suppose in any of my program, if I want to represent switch is on, yes or no. So for that we can store it into the boolean data type indicating true or false. So suppose if I am storing it under the variable name is underscore on equal to, if I want to say yes, then we will store it as the true. You may also store it as the false based on your need. Fourth important data type is the collection, that is the collection types, and it includes list, tuple, dictionary and set. If we want to store more than one values in a single variable, then these different data types are useful. Suppose I want to store numbers such as 1, 2, 3 in a one variable only. So let us say the variable is numbers equal to, I want to store the values 1, 2 and 3. So to store it in the format of list, you need to first provide the square brackets. Within that, provide the multiple values using the comma separation. So if I am entering 1, 2 and 3, here these three values are stored in the variable numbers and square bracket represent it as the list. Now suppose I want to store the coordinates in the tuple type. So for that I need to use the round brackets, and within round brackets you can provide the required values. So suppose I am storing the coordinate being the 1. So round brackets consider it as the tuple. Next important type is the set, and set is useful to store the unique values, means if we do not want any repetition in the values, so at that time this is set type is useful. So set always represents the unique values. So let us keep the variable name as unique values equal to, To represent the set, we need to use the curly brackets, and within which again we will provide our values. So curly bracket represent the set. The last type is the dictionary. So dictionary is the important type in which the data is available in the format of key and value. That means with one specific entity, if we want to represent its specific value, then this dictionary is useful. So let us take the example. If we want to store multiple data of a person in a single variable, then this dictionary is useful. So let us say I want to store the name of a person and age of a person in a single variable. So in such case, the dictionary is useful. So let us take the variable name is person. To represent the dictionary, again we need to provide the curly brackets. Within this, you can provide multiple data types based on your requirement using the comma separation. So let us say I want to store the name. So I will provide the variable name being the name. Then we'll separate it with the symbol colon. Now we need to provide the name. Which name we want to store? Suppose I want to store Python. So I will type Python. So here this Python name is assigned to the name. Second, I want to provide the age. So I will provide the comma to separate the second data. Now I want to store it into the variable age. So again, take age. Next, we need to store its value. So again, separate it with the colon and we'll provide the value to be 30. So here you can see Python is stored in the name and value 30 is stored in the age. So this type of data type is known as the dictionary. So these are the four different data types that are the way more useful in your different programs based on your requirements. You may practice this separately for each different data types based on your requirement. And here you can see that we do not need to specify the specific data type. Based on the value, Python automatically detects which data type we have provided. So we need to be careful with the syntax of different data types, as Python detects the data type based on their specific syntax. I hope you got the idea about different variables, how to provide the name to the variables, and what are the different rules to provide the variable names. Looking forward to see you all in our further sessions. Till then, thank you.